The two accused have been granted bail. What is your reaction?
I'm so disappointed. So I feel so bad. It's terrible.
Njengoba kuyophambili manje ufisa ukuthi kungenda kanjani?
Sengifisa ukuthi mhlawumbe umthetho ngakwazi ukusebenza ngendlela right, umuntu wenza umsebenzi wakhe right, and ngizokwazi ukuthi zonke izinto zihambe kahle. I'm hoping for the best in High Court. Yeah.
Well, that is Victor, who was the guy who was forced into the coffin. We're now also joined by the ANC for a reaction, as we'll know that they were following this case closely. Ma, as the ANC, what is your reaction?
Of course, we are disappointed that these two guys were given a granted bail today. Also want to indicate that the failure by the Director Public Prosecutor's Office to correctly classify the case by November last year, it is a result of what we see today. However, we must indicate that we are not going to stop following this case because we are here as politicians to ensure that justice is served. The constitution of the country is being respected by everybody in South Africa. That is why we are still following this case, and we will be following it when we go to Delmas.
Well, what does this say? Because many were saying this is linked to racism. What does it say about the country?
The issue of racism in South Africa is still rife. We have went out to support the fact that we would wish a rainbow nation country, not people seeing other peoples as something else. And the matter of racism, we expect the justice system to address it thoroughly, and particularly in this case of Victor, as it has been a global case that we have realized that racism is still alive in South Africa, and we expect the judicial system to serve the people of South Africa in addressing this matter of racism thoroughly so.
Well, that is a representative of the ANC that was in court today. Also with me here is a representative of the DA. Ma, you've heard the decision of the court today. What is your reaction as the DA?
We as the DA, we are taking the decision as it is, that they were granted bail. Obviously, like I mentioned with the other guys, that saying that every person has a right to be given a bail. And also we are really disappointed with regards of how the public reacted in court, with regards of them feeling that it was unfair to be given 1,000 rand of bail. But nonetheless, we really believe in the court rule of law, and we will also be following the trial when it comes to when they're taking it to Delmas on the 31st. We will be there. And I know that one of the reasons that they said that we could not, they were given bail was because that there wasn't so much outrage, which I think they missed to see the attorney of the accuser missed to see that it is not that because we are not here as political. There's a lot of procedures that we need to be taken for us to be here, and we also found out this morning that it's going to be given as the court.
Well, that is the reaction from the political parties that attended here in court today. Well, as we've heard, the two accused, that is Willem Oosthuizen and Theo Martins Jackson, have been granted bail today. They will now appear in court on the 31st of July, whereby the case will be going on trial. It's back to you in studio.
MASILELA talking to us live on that case, and that brings us to the end of our fantastic and fabulous Friday afternoon. We call it the Triple FA. From myself, call to the LEN, and the rest of the producers.